Have you ever felt that after retiring, your days start to feel kind of empty, without a clear rhythm, and even that sense of purpose sometimes seems to disappear? This happens to a lot of people. It's more common than you might think. Retirement, which should be a time of rest and joy, can end up bringing a sense of confusion if we don't have a routine that makes sense for both our body and mind. And that's exactly what I want to talk to you about today: how to build a healthy routine for retirees. After all, when we stop working, we suddenly have all this free time, but that's precisely when we need to find new ways to stay active, motivated, and balanced. A well-structured routine not only helps with physical health, but it also keeps the mind sharp and the heart full of life. In this video, I'll share 5 habits that can completely transform your day-to-day life and bring more quality to this special phase. You don't need anything complicated or out of your reality. The secret lies in simplicity and consistency. Let's start with the first habit: waking up at the same time every day, even if you don't have to go to work. It may sound simple, but getting up at the same time each day helps your body regulate its internal clock, your biological rhythm. When you keep this habit, your sleep improves, your energy increases, and your day becomes more productive. Imagine waking up already feeling good about getting out of bed, without tossing and turning or feeling lost. That makes a huge difference. A friend of mine retired 2 years ago, and during the first few months, he turned off his alarm and woke up whenever he felt like it, sleeping at different hours every day. The result? He felt more tired, slept poorly, and lacked motivation. But once he decided to wake up at 7 a.m. every day, even with no commitments, everything changed. His energy came back, his mood improved, and he even got back into the habit of walking around the neighborhood in the morning. The second habit worth developing is taking care of your diet, but without pressure or strict diets. What matters most is having regular meal times and choosing foods that truly nourish your body. Many people don't realize that appetite can change over time, and that can throw the body off balance. Eating at the same times every day, even if in small portions, helps the body function better, prevents random hunger, and keeps your energy stable throughout the day. You don't need to become a chef or make complicated meals. A piece of fruit in the morning, a simple lunch, and a light soup at night is more than enough. My aunt, for example, used to feel tired and unmotivated. All it took was sticking to regular meal times, and her body responded. Her sleep improved, her energy came back, and even her mood lightened up. These first 2 habits, waking up at a fixed time and eating regularly, already create a strong foundation for the rest of your routine to flow more naturally. And the best part, anyone can start doing them, with no rush or pressure. Now that you know a little bit about that, let's keep the conversation going and explore the next habits that can make your days healthier, more active, and full of meaning. Want to keep going with me? We're talking about how to build a healthy routine after retirement, and remember, a good routine makes all the difference for your physical and mental health. We've already talked about the importance of waking up at the same time every day and maintaining a regular eating schedule to feel more energetic and motivated. Now, let's talk about the third habit: incorporating some form of physical activity into your day. And no, it doesn't have to be intense or complicated. Walking around your neighborhood, doing some simple stretches, or even gardening are all great ways to move your body. Regular physical activity improves circulation, helps control weight, strengthens bones, and keeps the mind active. I remember a man I met who, after retiring, started taking short walks in the park near his house. At first, it was just 5 minutes, then 10, and now, he wouldn't give up that time for anything. He told me he feels happier, less tired, and even sleeps better. The fourth habit that makes a big difference is creating opportunities for social connection. Life might feel less socially active after leaving the workforce, but those connections are essential for emotional and mental health. Joining community groups, meeting with friends, or simply talking to family members daily helps us feel alive and less alone. A friend of mine, after losing her husband, started going to a senior dance group, and she says it not only brought her joy but also gave her a new family. These connections help fight loneliness, reduce the risk of depression, and make life lighter. So, have you thought about what your days would look like if you made these small changes part of your routine? What if, instead of feeling tired or unmotivated, you woke up with a renewed desire to live and take care of yourself? In the next part, I'll share the final habit that completes this healthy routine, along with a powerful reflection to help you think about your future. Want to keep this conversation going with me? We've reached the last habit for creating a healthy routine after retirement, and it might just be the most important one of all, taking time to care for your mind and emotions. A lot of people assume that once the work routine ends, the mind will automatically be at peace. But the truth is, your mind still needs stimulation and consistent care, just like your body. Reading a book, listening to music that touches your soul, practicing a hobby, meditating, or simply setting aside a few minutes to breathe and reconnect with yourself can make a huge difference. These moments help reduce stress, lower anxiety, and keep your mind clear. I know a woman who started painting after retiring, even though she had never painted before. She told me that beyond the joy it brings, it also keeps her mind active and helps her deal with worries. It can be anything that brings you peace. The key is allowing yourself that time, without guilt. This type of mental and emotional care often gets neglected because people think it's too late or that there's no point anymore. But taking care of your emotional health is a true act of self-love, and one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself at this stage of life. If you want to reach your 80s with joy and independence, start today by building a routine that nourishes both your body and your mind. It doesn't have to be perfect or feel like a chore. What matters is that it feels good, is sustainable, and becomes part of your daily life. Remember, retirement isn't the end of anything, it's the beginning of a whole new chapter. And you can make it the best chapter of your life. Taking care of yourself today is an investment in your tomorrow. And that tomorrow deserves to be lived with health, vitality, and love. Now that you know these 5 habits to build a healthy post-retirement routine, the next step is putting them into practice in the way that works best for you. You don't have to change everything at once. Start slowly, pick one habit to focus on, and notice how your body and mind respond. Every small step is already a victory. If this video helped you, save it so you can come back to it whenever you need, and share it with someone you know who could benefit from these tips. It could be a friend, a relative, or a neighbor. Taking care of our health is one of the most loving gifts we can give to those we care about. And to keep learning how to live better, subscribe to this channel. We have content made especially for you, someone who wants to enjoy this stage of life with more quality, joy, and independence. Also, check out the video, How to Keep Your Mind Active and Happy After 60, which goes hand in hand with everything we've talked about today. Always remember, taking care of yourself is an act of love and respect. You deserve to live this stage with health, energy, and peace. See you in the next video. Take good care of yourself, you deserve it.